Let's talk about trickster spirits. So, trickster spirits often appear when you're opening yourself up to communication with either your spirit guides, if you're doing deity work, or if you just want to communicate with dead people. Basically, they're just spirits posing as someone else. Their main motive is chaos, and they will try to scare you off your path. They will try to test you. They will try to test your knowledge, and they will try to test if you're right for this path. Although they are not really dangerous, they can give you some really bad advice, especially if you think that they are a spirit guide. Basically, they're just trolls of the spirit world that want to spread chaos, and they kinda just do this because it's funny. I will make another TikTok explaining how to know that they are a trickster spirit and also how to get rid of them.
Minding my own business. Deity 1. Trying to get my attention. Deity 2. Tries. You wanna try? My ancestors. Tries. Your turn. Deity 3 yells loudly to get my attention. A startled witch. Hi. What happened?
After death, you just go to where you believe. If you believe in heaven and hell, then you go to heaven or hell. If you believe in reincarnation, then you reincarnated. If you believed in nothing at all, you cease to exist. I like that.
So let's start off talking about the types of people who tend to work with Lilith. Typically, the people who are interested in working with Lilith are demonologists, and most demons have done some pretty fucked up things in their lore. I mean, in the Bible, the devil is referenced as the personification of evil and all evil, and yet people still worship the devil and people still worship Satan. I do view the two as slightly different entities, but that is a whole other video. I mean, it's the same kind of principle there. But surely you're also kind of wondering what people who worship Lilith gain from it. And that depends heavily on the specific part of Lilith that you're working with or worshiping. In my experience, calling upon her is very effective when you are cursing men. Calling upon her is also effective for infertility curses. A lot of people work with her because she's very powerful.
Where am I? Hey. Ah! Oh my god, why are you screaming? Who are you and why do you look like that? Okay, that's a super rude question, first of all. Second of all, I'm Osiris. Like, from Egyptian mythology? Yeah, I got chopped up into pieces, my wife put me back together, she's a real ride or die bitch. Anyway, what am I doing here? You're dead, stupid. Oh. Yeah, so give me your heart. I have to weigh it against a feather real quick, but I'm just warning you straight up. It's not looking super good for you because you haven't worshipped any Egyptian gods, like, ever. And you didn't prepare for this at all. Well, yeah, no one worships Egyptian gods anymore, like, no offense. Yeah, it's ironic, isn't it? Like, who would have thought? Not me. Amit eats so many hearts these days, she's getting kind of chunky. Who? Oh, that terrifying crocodile lion thing in the corner over there? Sup? Yeah, if your heart isn't lighter than the feather, which it won't be, she's gonna devour your heart and your soul will be restless forever. Tough luck. Dang it.
Green-haired girl from work made me earrings. I think she filled them with red pepper juice or...
The only thing witches love more than tea is drama. The comment section has decided that must be a hex or a love spell because of the spicy red pepper juice. You know they make medium and mild red peppers. You can use them in friendship spells. They work, I promise. And that's pretty bold to just walk up and give your hexen a gift. I mean, because that would make it really easy to undo, honestly. Cool. And honestly, if you're worried about these, just ask the person that gave them to you. If you don't feel like they have any ill intent towards you or they really just want to be friends, keep them. If you feel like it's not something that you want any part of, give them back. That's all you gotta do. It doesn't have to be scary all the time.
Baby witch spells gone wrong.
Hey, did you hear what happened to Adam?
No, what?
He got kicked out of your bio class. Huh. It's kind of weird. Did you hear what happened to Adam? No? What now? He's banned from going to prom. It's kind of weird. Huh. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Oh my god, girl, how do you feel about what happened? What happened? Adam got expelled from school. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, you have to help me. Let me guess. Please. I just wanted to banish him from messaging me. No. You have to let this one play out now. It'll be a good learning lesson. Oh my god.
Adam was never seen again. For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Seen a ghost? I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I was sitting over on the bench. I was over on the bench. I made a salad with craisins. Hello, I'm Chip Mulaney. I'm your father. But sometimes he would be gay. Ever been to the goddamn zoo? I used to smoke crack. What's yesterday? Shut up, you're all gonna die. Street smarts. Boom, orange juice. That's life. Now I've thrown him off his rhythm. Give us some money! Stay down on the ground. Stay down on the ground, you motherfucker. Do my friends hate me, or do I just need to go to sleep? But why don't we just tell our relatives that I'm a 4-year-old boy? Hey, do you want me to kill that guy for you? I am now gross. And what's this? Pepper! I'm putting wires into a board filled with holes to move the voices around.
Where did all the Moldavite people go?
I have been waiting. I've been waiting for this. So I got my Moldavite, I think August, I'd say. End of August this past year. Within an hour, I was notified that my car was being repossessed. A week later, I got called a idiot by my boss and lost my shit and was fired. I lost connections with somebody who was extremely close to me. And then my abilities blossomed and I met all of you fantastic people. I started sharing my gift and I had amazing, mind-blowing experiences. And then I stepped into my purpose. Thanks, Moldavite. We gonna save the world.
What the actual frick? Get the hell out of my room. Only Hermes is allowed. Heck, that wasn't a dream.
Okay, some of you wanted to see how mugwort burns, and I'll do that and teach you some facts about the genus. I'm going to harvest some of this dry material, and we're going to take this home. We're not going to burn it out here because California native plants are basically 72% gasoline. If you look at them the wrong way, they'll self-combust. Also, for reference, this species is Douglasiana. The genus is Artemisia. There are over 50 species of Artemisia in the United States, some native, some introduced. There's a species called Artemisia absinthium, and that's where absinthe, the alcoholic beverage, gets its name and its green color and its flavor. The suffix wort in mugwort actually means herb, so any plant that has wort in it, it means herb. And usually what comes before is what it was used for. So mugwort was used for the mug or used to make beer before hops and barley became the standard. Okay, we're home. It's really easy to use this. You just roll it up into a little ball, you light it, you let it burn for a little bit, and then you put it out. And this will smolder for a really long time. Traditionally, this was actually used to carry fire. There you go.
If we're gonna date, you may have to defeat my 7 evil exes.
You have 7 evil ex-boyfriends?
7 evil exes, yes.
And I have to defeat your 7 evil exes if we're going to continue to date?
Pretty much.
I want to give you guys the gift of knowing whether or not witchcraft is your path. So there is kind of a ritual that we can do to let us know whether or not now is the time to jump in, to do the craft, if next year is your year. I want you to go outside and make a circle with rocks. And then I want you to ask the universe to place its sign within the circle. You're going to go to sleep, and the next morning, tomorrow, you're going to wake up and you're going to look within that circle. Your signs are going to be incredibly significant. I've seen a variety of different ones, but sometimes it's strategically like shaped leaves, twigs that pile in a particular way, but it will be in the center of that circle, dead center, guys. So shoot me some videos, let me.
So my patron deity is Hecate, and I asked her to show me a sign. Some might say she has a flair for the dramatic.
Pose, photo shoot. Roger. Fuck that bitch, try put the fee on it. Bet put the free on it. If it's about money, then we on it. Water on my neck, you can ski on it. You can't.
Give thanks to Goddess Lilith. Lilith, divine, dark, I call upon thee. Hear my bell. Hear my bell. O Lilith, mistress of the moon, accept my offering to you. Blessed be your name, Lilith. I give thanks to you. Hear my prayer. Hear me, Lilith.
I have a genuine question, and I don't know how to ask it, but I'm gonna try and probably offend someone anyways. I'm confused as to why there are certain deities that you can't work with because it's insulting to some sort of belief or people or culture. I'm having a hard time understanding why it's any different than someone being like, you can't be friends with that person because you're not the same color as them. This makes me mad because if I decide that I want to work with deities, I don't know who I'm supposed to work with. I don't know my ancestors. Without buying a DNA test, I don't even know where I descend from. Like, my family doesn't have a lot of knowledge about that. I just know that I'm a pasty bitch, and that's still not very helpful. So, like, I don't want to offend anyone, but I just genuinely don't understand. There's a lot of deities that I think are really cool and really interesting, and I feel like they would be fun to work with. But at the same time, I'm watching this girl who might not even be 18 get eaten alive by the public for working with Lilith.
Don't ever try this. By signing your thumbprint on a piece of paper with this symbol drawn on it, you can unlock your deepest wishes. This ancient symbol acts as a gateway to a place called the vibr. Many figures, including celebrities and politicians, have discovered this secret but kept it to themselves. All you have to do is draw this symbol on a piece of paper and then color your thumb with a marker. Now press the marked thumb under the symbol and it's done, but keep in mind it comes at a great cost. Are you brave enough to try this one?
Fairies used to be called the hidden people. Puts a rock in your stomach, doesn't it? Well, for good reason. Fairies aren't like we know them in children's shows. No, there's a reason Tinkerbell was kind of a total wreck all the time. Traditionally, fairies were feared by people. Dating back to the 12th century, people would build their houses with the front and back door lined and leave them open at night, or even remove cornerstones from their house for fear of being in the fairies' path. But why? Well, it was said meeting a group of fairies could result in one losing their mind, being abducted, or even death. One guy dug up a fairy mound looking for treasure and ended up bleeding from the eyes and going blind. And abduction stories recounted through history bear a lot of resemblance to modern alien abductions, which I find totally fascinating. Maybe there are no aliens, just advanced beings living on Earth in another realm? There's a lot of lore around this one. Tell me what I missed.
Supposed to be some of the most verified images of giants. There's a part of history that just is not being told. Hieroglyphics in Egypt showing massive human-like entities.
There's a giant footprint in granite in South Africa.
It's about as tall as you are, 6 foot tall, a footprint.
Look at this. There's the big toe and the other 4 toes down to the small toe, down to the heel. What's fascinating about this is this piece sticking out here. It's like when you put your foot in mud and you pull it out, your toes will lift up a little mud.
That's got to be the foot of a 20 to 40 foot creature.
Earlier tonight I was having a conversation with someone about the Chinese concept of dragons, and here's the description of dragons I've translated from Chinese lore. Dragons are described to have long body and neck of a snake, head of a pig, antlers of a deer, beard of a goat or mane like a lion, claws of an eagle, paws of a tiger, scales of a fish, mouth of a donkey, ears of a cow, and eyes of a shrimp. Obviously what I've described is only one version, and there are other descriptions that include head like a camel, or eyes like a ghost, underbelly like a clam. Another thing that we found hilarious was that sometimes in history, artists would have nothing else to go off of when creating a dragon painting other than these descriptions. A mnemonic some artists go by when drawing their dragons goes: 一画鹿角2虾母，3画狗鼻4牛嘴，5画失踪6梗林，7画蛇身8火焰，9画犄角画龙霸. But yeah, if you ever want to laugh, just try to draw a dragon according to that.